Alrighty, I am live. So good morning and welcome MacBean Scottish Fitness. We're here at the Edge Fitness in Streator, Illinois. Hope everybody's having a good start to the week. It is going to be another sunny day, high in the upper 80s here in the great Midwest. So I'm here in the gym to get my bench in. Thinking a light day today. We'll see how it goes. I do have the StreamYard link pinned in there if you want to join in. Just click on that and I'll add you to the stream. If not, go ahead and say hi to everybody in chat and ask any questions you may have. So reason for the title, why not? Everybody else has been doing it. So on Prepper Nation, John was talking about the amount of channels that we're talking about tomorrow, the end of the world. Hey, Shannon, how we doing? Thanks for joining in. They're going to have an emergency cellular test tomorrow, and the world's coming to an end. It's not. All right, it's just things they do. Hey, Robin, good morning again. So, John, Prepper Nation kind of inspired my title. I figured I'd just do it. It's the end of the world. Just get in the gym and lift like it's 1999. And us from the 80s would remember that Prince song. And the last scare that they were having is the Y2K. Y2K, everything was going to come to an end. All electronic digital devices were going to break down. The power grid was going to go away. Life as we know it would be over. There were people out there buying generators. There were people out there buying freezers, which is a good idea at any time. Going to Texas, all right, for a wedding, takes 2 weeks off of work. Well, have fun. Texas is a big place. Texas is the size of the Midwest. So when somebody's going to Texas, well, are you going to Illinois, Texas? Are you going to Indiana, Texas? Are you going to Kentucky, Texas? How about Iowa, Texas? Or is it Missouri, Texas? Which Texas are you going to? Literally, Texas can cover the Midwest. Some people forget just how big that state is until you drive through it. Oh, going to Arizona. Okay, my daughter lives in Arizona. Fat Man's from Arizona. There's a few people I know in Arizona that follow my channel, and I will be in Arizona. Yeah, I'm not going to freak out. Basically, how this life will go on as usual. I think I put on John's thing and thinking maybe the test to see how many people are going to shut their phone off and stick it in a Faraday bag. Because, they can tell when your phone's off because the signal stopped. And I'm sure they have an algorithm for that too. Hey, wait a minute. We've had 13% of the signal stop at this time. I mean, here's the problem with it. All right, you got your cell phone, you got your laptop, you got your Xbox, you got your smart TV, you got your PlayStation, you got your satellite, you got your cable. All those are hooked up. So unless you're going to wrap your house in a Faraday bag, and then they're going to know, wait a minute, used to get activity in that area, and now we're not. So, like you said, there's no reason to freak out. Just get in the gym and lift. Remember hitting the thumbs up. And if you do want to pop in the chat, I do have the, I think I'm going to have to recopy that. I do have that here. And you can just click on that link and come on into the studio. Yeah, well, in about 3 weeks it will be. I was talking to the daughter. She said you're still getting 100-degree weather, which to you may seem cool. Yeah, right size Faraday for electronics you use. We were having, hey, Arkwell, man, how we doing? Welcome. We were talking about the end of the world tomorrow after the cellular test. And other funny antidotes. You know, I think the test is going to be in Strawberry, Arizona. I think most of the places, and I could be wrong, most places are going to be surrounding either Phoenix and Scottsdale and Mesa and Chandler and that, or Flagstaff. Everything else I think is pretty bare. So let's look at so you're south of Sedona. It looks, oh yeah. So you're pretty, that looks like it's probably a pretty awesome looking place. Like just outside of, you know what I mean, just outside here a good distance. Come on. Of Sedona and Phoenix. So you're probably in a very safe area, very nice area. I know the first time we drove out there for my daughter's wedding shower, her mother-in-law had called us and said, "Oh my, there's a forest fire going. You're going to have to be careful." And I'm like, forest fire in Arizona? So we drove through this forest fire, which was literally little 10-foot patches here and there of any of the weeds that happened to be growing underneath a mesquite tree. That was their and training again. Boy, you guys are like the most trained people I ever know. You're in training or you're in a week all the time.
You look like a jailbird from here, man.
I know. Know your infrastructure. Yeah, they're building everything. And then they build all these warehouse buildings and they build all these parking lots. And then you got this clown of a Senator Duckworth trying to say, oh, the rains are caused by climate change. No, the rains are caused by they can't soak through the ground anymore because you put all these buildings up and all these concrete parking lots. So it goes back in the atmosphere. So of course you're going to see more rain because you've interrupted the cycle. You've literally paved over a couple billion acres in the last 10 years. And it's going to change things. Oh yeah, military intelligence, another oxymoron. And I was in the military. Some of the stuff they were thinking. Now, we did a lot of things right too, you know. But remember, if you want to learn the best way to do something, you give it to the laziest person in your squad, and he will find the easiest way to get it done. And then that's how everybody else does it afterwards. So I just kind of, just kind of playing around today, having a little fun. I don't know how heavy I'm going to go. I always say that though. But today might just be, let's throw out weights until I get bored. Then we'll go from there. Economic security, yeah. Did they hire somebody who actually knew what they were doing, or did they just fill a political or gender role? So, I want to share a few things. I remember how to do that. Banners, brands. Maybe it's under present. Share screen. The benefits of weight training. So here's just a quick look at benefits of weight training, just a very quick snapshot. Training can help you manage or lose weight. It can increase your metabolism, help you burn more calories, enhance your quality of life. Strength training may enhance your quality of life and improve your ability to everyday activities. It can also protect your joints from injury. So what are the 7 benefits? Improve cardiovascular health. Improved mental health. People don't understand that, but physical exercise stimulates in a positive way the brain. So physical exercise also helps your mental well-being. Stronger bones, so when you fall down, you don't break something. Improved joint flexibility, lowers body fat. Improved body image, and reduces risk of chronic disease. Somebody should be listening to this. Is it good to do it every day? Well, let's look. It's not necessary to do every day. And you do increase your risk for overuse injuries. So if you're lifting 6 hours a day, every day of the week, you're probably not going to give yourself a time to heal. Generally, at least 3 days a week, 30 minutes a day will help you. More is better. Will it produce belly fat? Since muscles burn off more calories than fat does, fat don't burn off any calories. Having more muscle tone can help you burn more fat. So, how soon will I see results from lifting weights? Those noticeable physical changes from exercise depends on the person and their baseline level of fitness. Generally within 4 to 6 weeks, actual results within 8 to 12. And chances are it will be somebody who hasn't seen you for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months that will notice it far more than you will. I'm stuck in the prone for now. I will get up eventually. There we go. Yep. And I tell you, the grenade launcher, how we doing? Oh, no, that's not good. Thanks for hopping in. I do have the link there for anybody who wants to join in. Click on that and follow the yellow brick road, and you can pop in and say hi to everybody. So those are the benefits of weight training. When I go to work, I can easily identify those who weight train or do some sort of physical activity over those who don't. It is night and day. It really is, especially when you get into my age group. And I think what happens is you get to a certain point of out of shape and then you just get frustrated and you give up. And that's when you really need to kick it into the next gear. That's when you got to say, hey, just get in the gym and lift. Whether you're going to do lots of lifting or a little lifting or heavy lifting or light lifting, get in the gym and lift. It will benefit you. And then the more you lift, the better you'll feel. And then when you're feeling better, you will sit there and want to do more of it. Right, you just need to do cardio for right now. Lifting weights, if you want to lift weights, you want to start with very light weights, very light reps. All right, don't jump in with both feet. Just kind of slowly moles into it, right? And before you try any sort of exercise regimen, shoot me an email first so I can see if that's really the one you want to do. Because understand your initial health is going to tell you where you should start and how you should start.
Wonderful. Half day. My least favorite day.
So I'm just going to, as I'm talking, I'm just going to keep throwing up weights. And we'll see where I go with it. I'm not sure where I'm going to go with it yet. Taking a dog for a walk. There you go. Having a pet's good for you too. Pets help reduce stress. Now, let's also look at benefits of vitamins and minerals. As we did have our paid troll, who's 2 weeks behind payments, by the way, try to say, oh, it's just expensive urine. No, it's not. So vitamins and minerals are essential. That is a good idea. Not maybe you should have them. They're essential for body functions, such as helping fight infection, wound healing, making our bones strong, regulating hormones. Now, if you take too many of them, of certain types, it can be bad. What are the three top? D3, B12, and iron. They say they're the most important vitamins. And these generally are going to be vitamins that people, for one reason or another, are going to be deficient in. 60% of the population is deficient in iron. And be careful about iron, though, because these are one of those things, if you take too much of, can cause issues. So how do we get iron? Well, you get iron through your food, meats, some vegetables. Also, you can get it through how you prepare the food. If you cook your meats and your vegetables in cast iron, you will get some iron from that cast iron pot. That is a fact. I take an iron supplement about twice a week because I do eat a lot of foods that are iron, but I want to make sure I get some. B12 is one of the ones I have added. Now I get it in my multivitamin. And a lot of times the multivitamin will carry as much as you need. So I always tell people, if anything, get a multivitamin. And then D, you walk out in the sun with exposed skin, you'll produce vitamin D. Depending on your ability to tan is how fast you will produce that vitamin D. I produce it pretty quickly. People who can tan really well, it will take maybe twice or 3 times as long. The vitamin D is very important during the winter. Your multivitamin should have enough, or you may want to do a separate supplement. And then they go, what is the number one vitamin? What do they think? So thiamine, the first B vitamin discovered. And that's why the name carries number one. Okay. What vitamins do you absolutely need? Here's your 13 essential. Vitamin A, eyes and skin. Vitamin C, immunity, liver. Vitamin D, bones, ability to absorb calcium, the ability to absorb vitamin K, also good for your skin. Vitamin E, very good for your skin. K, ability to sit there and stop yourself from bleeding. Your B vitamins, B6 and B12, biotin, folate, niacin, also known as B3, pantothenic acid, riboflavin, and thiamine. Choline and carotene were recently added as vitamin-like nutrients that the body needs. So technically now there are 15. So those are kind of things you want to be looking at. What's the single best vitamin to take? Vitamin D. What's the best vitamin for energy? 8 B vitamins. A lot of times when you're looking at your spy films and other things, people will sit there and take a dose. What is the most forgotten vitamin? Vitamin K, and it is. The good news is most people get plenty of it directly to their diet. Plus, it's also known as the forgotten vitamin because it does not get talked about. Those are things on vitamins. We will come back to that later on into our thing. Now, back to press a few times, then probably gotta wait. Actually, pinched my skin, had to change the grip. Alrighty. So between the rest, let's go back to the vitamins. Vitamins and minerals. And let's scroll up. What should not be taken together? Now, it doesn't mean it's going to be too bad, but it may cause. So they're saying iron and calcium is not a good mix. C and B12 is not a good mix. Potassium, calcium, zinc, and magnesium, which is funny because a lot of your pills will have calcium, zinc, and magnesium together. So I'm wondering, a multivitamin mineral with those. Interesting. The vitamin D, E plus K, but a lot of K is taken with D, copper and zinc, green tea extract, and iron. So that is weird. What vitamin gives energy to the brain? B2 or riboflavin. What helps deal with stress and anxiety? It's going to be your B vitamin. B1. And this is the king, vitamin C. It's a host of benefits. Six benefits of vitamin C. What is zinc good for? It's your immune system, metabolism. What vitamin is a natural antidepressant? Vitamins D, iron, B9, calcium, vitamin C, B12, and B3. So a lot of your B vitamins help you deal with depression. So that's kind of important to know. So I got 315 on there now. This is kind of when the workout starts to get a little bit serious. Just starts to be. All right, let's see how this works. See, I have 3 plates, kind of. Be better if I'd be showing it over there, but now we gotta give them something to complain about. If we didn't, they'd have nothing to complain about. So I had to order a new stand because I don't know what happened to one I had. I had it here and then I didn't, so I don't know. Was talking with my sis last night. We figured out that my second or third chance at life had a bike accident when I was a kid. And my appendix. Now the Widowmaker. Well, as long as you're still here, that's what counts. When it comes down to it, as long as you're still here. Because if you weren't, I'd be concerned about this chat. But then again, it is the month of Halloween. So the first video, the one I did for members only, if you haven't seen it yet, I did a one for members only last night. I put some more solar lights in my pumpkin so it's brighter. Trying to remember where I went with that. Oh, I uploaded it on Instagram, and I put in, I typed in, they let me do a version of Thriller, which I thought was really cool. Both videos got blocked. Got blocked on Instagram. We got blocked on Facebook because of that. I was like, are you kidding me? Why'd you give me the ability to put it in there if you're going to block it? So I deleted it, and I just loaded it up without it. I just thought it was pretty cool with it. Copyrights. Give me a break. So next time I'll just have to have the words when Vincent Price opens up there and do that. Try to do my best Vincent Price accent. We'll see if that one gets blocked. But that's just my little fun thing to come home late at night and got the great pumpkin Charlie Brown sit there in the yard. I just got to remember to pull the solar lights out and put them back out so they can charge. And then after October, I'll bring that in and I'll use them as night lights. As you just stick them in a bucket, set them outside during the day, and at night you just bring them in and place them wherever you want to, or just leave them in the bucket. It's free illumination. So I got 300 on there. We'll knock it out for a few. I might do that a couple times. Just gonna kind of play around with this today. Do my usual routine, go to the store, buy some more milk, buy some more eggs. And then this upcoming weekend, we will have to make a Hy-Vee stop to get more bacon. Because the one store that used to have a butcher has stopped doing it. So I was like, because we were going to get some the other day, and they're not butchering bacon anymore. So I guess there's that. And then we do have a butcher in town, but now they got taken over by a new family or relatives, and they want you to pre-order stuff, and cut it to go. Well, it's just not how people really do business anymore. So that's kind of goofy. So let's knock out 315 for a few. Still warming up for the heavy sets. See how I feel today. And we'll go from there. Tighten them up. Weights are feeling heavy today. Heavier than usual. There we go. It's funny seeing kind of the lag. Between the camera, the processor on the computer, and the live stream. A little bit different. So the channel had a very successful month. In October, we will not, or in September, we will not see that sort of performance this month. For a couple reasons. Number one, I'm probably not going to put out as many videos as I did in September. For a while, YouTube was paying me really well on my, I would say, 3 to 10 minute videos, and they stopped doing that for whatever reason. And just I got some trips planned, and I got some fun things involved, and I got some other things I got to deal with. So, I can see why sometimes creators take a break. I was posting about everything I was doing during the day. That'll probably be cut at least in half. I do appreciate everybody that did take the time to pop in there and at least give me a thumbs up. It does help, and it helps to get pushed out. I did have some shorts that, ended up getting 6, 7, 8,000 views. Those paid decent, almost $1. But, you get 10 of those, that's $10 I didn't have. So, I take what I can get. I'm just shy of a little over 400 to go. I think I got like 411 subs to go to get to 10,000. Once we go to 10,000, we'll have a giveaway. And it'll probably be a mixture of, you can either choose a shirt, you can choose a mug, or a book that my daughter is publishing, which as soon as she does her big reveal on that, which I think she did one, but I'm not sure. She's doing something online. Supposedly I volunteered for something, but I don't know what it is. So we'll see how that goes. Getting warm in here. So sometimes when you work out, you might just have an easier workout. Today might be one of these days. Hey, Darryl, how we doing? Thanks for popping in. Thanks for a thumbs up. On memberships, remember, after you're a sustaining member for 6 months, you can shoot me an email for either your coffee mug or your MacBean Scottish Fitness t-shirt, and I will have it sent to you. And in January, we'll be adding my daughter's book as one of the things if you want. So Dad's just trying to support her. Hopefully it'll take off. She's self-publishing it, so you don't know. Let's see if I can get the local Barnes and Nobles to carry it. Sit there and give them a call. And, yep, you were gifted again. That one came from my second channel. Because when you gift, you don't know who's getting it. YouTube randomly assigns it, just randomly. So the first time, I believe you got it from Ray, the Fat Man Prepper, or Club 1776 as he was then. But the second time it was me. I've seen it pop up. So it's go Batman. So 3:15. I did this for a couple again. Like I said, it's kind of a lazy day today. Yep, AK Club 77. Yep. So he survived a heart attack last week called the Widowmaker. So it was a good thing he wasn't married. I gotta walk over and cool off for a minute. Let me in there, Warden. Let me in there. I'm innocent, I tell you.
I don't want to do these anymore.
But you're doing them anyway.
Yeah, that's part of the battle, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I don't want to come in, but here I am. I don't want to do this, but here I am. And what happens when you get back, when you get done working out? Man, I'm glad I came in.
My body goes through cycles. I'll do really good for like 4 or 5 months, but then I'll start snacking and I won't want to go as much. But during the times when I do go, I genuinely enjoy it. You know, it makes me feel better.
Yep.
The health differences a lot more.
Yep.
Better sleep. Just
Better sleep,
everything.
better mental well-being.
Yeah.
Hey, go Batman. Welcome in. Thanks for the thumbs up. And if you want, you can even join in. Just click the link. Should be starred there. Now I can post it again. If anybody does want to join in, just to say hi to the community, feel free to do so. Just click on that and follow the yellow brick road. So I popped 365 on there now. We'll press that and we'll go for there. Yep, might as well. See the end of the world as we know it. And I was just I had to kind of laugh along with John at Prepper Nation. You know, everybody's building tomorrow, hopefully bigger than what it really is. Because if they happen to be right, boy, won't we feel foolish. But I was toying with the idea of putting my phone in a Faraday bag, you know, for about an hour tomorrow, telling the wife to do the same. But then But they'll notice that I still have 2 Xboxes in the house. Still have 3 laptops. So it's not like you're gonna block it. Yeah, I guess I can power down the Xboxes. Oh yeah, forgot about my tablet. Battery's probably dead. And I do have Faraday bags, so this is something I could do. Yeah, he was finally on the right time with the live stream. Yesterday it was kind of funny because the video messed up and there was no live chat. And he popped in like an hour earlier than usual. So either he was doing this at 2 a.m. and was really needing to go to sleep and click some of the wrong stuff. I've done that before, where I thought I'll set up a Premiere and it just uploaded as a video. I'm like, where's my chat? Why is it starting right now? So it's a learning experience. Sometimes it's a relearning experience. You never know. I guess if everything went according to plan, life would get boring. So I put my second camera, had it facing out the window, so you can see the driveway. Works really good during the day. At night, its own lighting source reflects back off the glass. So I'm like, well, I can't do that. So I'm going to have to actually mount it outside. I was trying to get away without mounting it where it'd be really exposed, even though it's made for it. But obviously, when you expose it to the weather like that, they tend not to last as long. And there is an area where it can be protected a little bit, but it's obviously one of those things, well, if I added some things to it, it would be protected better. And that's what I might have to do. But then it kind of gives it away what's there. So it's like, what to do. I do have an idea. I but I probably won't do it today. Oh yeah, my stove has a Wi-Fi ability. And I believe I don't know if my fridge does, but my stove does. I haven't messed with it yet, but I think next time the wife needs the oven preheated, I'll pop into my app and see if I can get the oven started. And then she goes, well, aren't you going to get up and do it? And I'll say, I already did. Didn't you see it? Sealing concrete. Sealable concrete. And then put another layer of tinfoil above that with more dirt. More concrete. And good luck getting your phone back. I'm getting serious now.
What's that?
I said, you're getting serious now. He's importing equipment from the other room.
Yeah.
Well, they don't use it in there
Originally,
anyway.
this is supposed to be in here, I think, but
I think so.
moved all over.
How dare they?
I'm trying to, now I gotta do it with some weight.
Looks like fun. I'll watch.
Nothing but.
But just think, sometime you're going to be out in an area and somebody's going to sit there and punch you in the gut and they're going to break their hand.
Yeah.
There we go. My son found that out.
Yeah.
He goes, your belly's fat. I said, hit it. He's like, ow. I said, that's what deadlifts do.
Yeah.
All right, now we'll see if I can get this to. There we go. So they know I've got 365 on there. Probably break this. There we go. Perfect. I really shouldn't need a spotter for this. It's only 365. All right, so 365 for one. And we'll see after this. There we go. So, probably gonna check my body weight. Of course, you never know when you take off the clothes. Yeah, pretty light. You figure 5 to 7 pounds of clothes, so I did schedule for there you go. You got it. So I'll probably check my body weight when I get home. I did schedule for a physical next week, so next Tuesday, I'll get all the blood work and EKG and all that stuff done. And then the Tuesday after that, I'll sit down with my buddy, the doctor, again, and so he can yell at me for not having any blood pressure or blood sugar issues. We'll see how it goes. So, sometimes you just can't go really heavy on your lifts for whatever reason. I did the right things. I had my shake. Shake was easily 1,000 calories. And got a good night's rest, so I had to rest. So check. But I did more on the lower end. But some days you're just going to say, okay, I don't feel like I got those huge lifts in me, but I'm still in here lifting weight, so I'm still getting a benefit from it. There you go. I still know it's your phone. It's got an ID address on it. Now, if you get like everybody to do that, so there's like 50 phones at the neighbors, and then 2 hours later pick it up and then set the timer and see how long it is before the plain green vans start showing up. Because now they're trying to figure out why so many people are congregated in that area. What's going on? It's an unlawful assembly. Jacob, I haven't weighed myself, without clothes, but I just weighed myself with clothes and I was at 240, and generally your clothes weigh anywhere from about 5 to 7 pounds. So 235 to 233 is probably where I weigh. So I might have to start eating junk food. I don't know. Well, good afternoon, Jacob. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. I'm hoping you did. I can't tell on StreamYard. I have to go to my backup channel and see if anything's changed. Oh, yeah, I got 2 more. Okay. Uh-oh. Daryl's got to go. Daryl, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. So I am down pretty light. Like I said, I am eating cleaner. And that has a lot to do with it. And I've picked up another type of ginger root that's supposed to help boost up my metabolism. And I'm okay with it until it starts interfering with my wrong. Thank you, Runner Boy. Popping in, good to see you. So if you want to join in, just pop in on the StreamYard link. And you can join in the chat if you want to. Don't have to, but in case you wanted to. As creators have their own channels. Seen your post on the one fat boy who.
You need a spot?
I will.
Okay.
About a minute.
Just ask before I do this. I don't want to be all out of breath.
Okay, well, let's do it now then. All right. Knock this out one more time. bring the grip in a little bit and see what happens. Woo! Mitch was a rocket. Then maybe we'll try it again with a wider grip. So maybe we'll just keep doing singles at 365. And then just change the grip. Throwing stuff out right now. Yep. Yeah, so I seen that guy say something to you. Which is, as fat and out of shape that guy is. To sit there and be making fun of a younger man who's not overweight is ridiculous. You keep doing what you're doing. You're showing steady improvement. And over the years, as he stays where he's at, and as you pass him, smiling. Yeah, all right. It's a longevity game. So don't worry about any of those haters. If they're throwing hate out at you, it's something they don't like about themselves. And that's what it is. So, I didn't even go and watch his video on that. He used to kind of be involved with mine and Michael's and Alan powerlifting and that. But they're kind of, I know, Jacob, probably next year. I got to start gaining weight. And I'm not, so that's why I'm doing the physical. Just to make sure it is my clean eating and my high level of activity that's causing the weight loss. And remember, anytime there's unexplained weight loss, you've got to check things out. I don't have any other exterior or internal indicators. So everything is going in fine. Everything's coming out fine. I am sleeping better at night. I'm taking magnesium before I go back to bed. But yeah, I'm a good 10 pounds lighter than I usually am, and that's going to affect you. So, putting up to 390 was good. But generally, it's about almost 3 pounds per pound sometimes when you're on the top of your game. And you can still train for it. It just takes longer. And right now, I'm trying to think, do your own thing. 69, my favorite number. Not there yet, but it's my favorite number. So 69, let's go for 70. Let's go for another 30, 40 years. Personally, I want to keep going until I get tired of it. I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of it. But yeah, just right now, I'm not sucking it in. They're sucking it in. That's relaxed. Now at 245, it's out here. My belly button is not bloated out. Before it was bloated out and extended. So it's like that. Well, it's not quite a six pack. There's a six pack there. It's still hiding. But do I want to keep a slimmer look and still be big up top? Or do I want to go heavy again? I haven't decided. Now, if I keep cutting weight, I can compete down at the 225 one. Still doing the handstand. I could never do the handstand. I was never that coordinated. People say, well, can you still do a cartwheel? I could never do a cartwheel. Just never happened. Just not built for it. It's like, nope. Man's got his nose limitations. So just lift what you can. As just said, it's not about how much you lift, it's about lifting. It's not about how fast you can run or walk, it's about walking. Just get out and do some activity. It can be a slow walk, find a park. Nice sunny day, birds singing in the air, deer flopping out in the field. I mean, that's good, relaxing stuff. That's why I do my walks. Those walks are not getting me stronger, but they're good for the mind and body. They definitely are. I'll probably do one tomorrow. Still supposed to be warm, but I think some rain's coming in, so I might try to get my walk in early and throw those tarps up on the shed. But, just do what you can do. My first hit 225, I think I was a senior in high school. So 17, 18 years old. And I was very light. I probably only weighed about 165 pounds. We won't talk about form. Then I went in the Army, and then I got in the Army, went to college. In college, I got up to 285. And I felt that's where I should stay. I got married, working out at the house, working out at the university. And I was still benching 285, but my body fat was probably 6-7%. I was working out religiously. I mean, 3 hours a day, 6 days a week, 3 on, 1 off, 3 on, 1 off. Didn't care what day it fell on. I got home at 3:30. I worked out till 6:30. I fired up the grill. I cooked up 3 or 4 chickens. I'd cook up about 5 or 6 cups of rice, so it's double that. And I would eat almost everything before the night was over and have to fire the grill back up and fire up more food. That took it to me to work. I would eat at 8, I'd eat at 10, I'd eat at noon, I'd eat at 2. And I'd come home at 3:30 to 6:30, I'd work out. I would cook. I would eat at 8, I would eat at 10. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. So it was, yoga's hard. Yoga's great exercise. Absolutely. Yoga is definitely good for you. Ready to spot me again? I'm going to go wide grip. I'm going to kind of change the grips up. See if one feels better than the other. Oh, yeah. So this time I'm going to go out wider than I have been. See how that feels.
You got it. You're almost there.
Yep. Oh, that felt different though. I could feel it pulling on different muscles. So even when you...
I always went wide for the longest time because
I
I
did.
get more stretch out of it and I get more. Plus, I figured I could lift a lot more, but I hadn't done close grip in so long. I tried it one day, and I could do just as much weight. I was like, holy crap.
I was doing wide, and I was doing some serious weights. I mean, when I did 480, it was a wide grip.
Yeah.
And then I had a pec tear, and it just, ever since then, I brought my grip in. And I still got strong, not as strong, but it's obviously the inner grip worked easier for me.
I got to 285 one time. That's the most I ever got.
285 is all I did all the way through college.
Yeah, but it's crazy how much just your age makes a difference, because like when I was 16, I was in great shape. I was like 220 pounds and nothing but muscle, but the most I could bench at the time, I think it was like 240.
You get stronger when you
But
get
then
older.
when I was 22, they say around that age you're in your prime, I was 22. I didn't look nearly as good. I wasn't nearly as big, but I could do 285.
You know how old I was when I first hit 315? I was 40.
Yeah.
I was 44 or 45 years old when I hit 405. I was 60 when I hit 480.
There you go.
Don't ever believe that you were in your prime at your 20s. You're not even in your prime yet.
Yeah.
You're still a youngin'. You're still a youngin'. So So I think that's all I'm doing is just doing some lists at 365. One thing I kind of got away from them when I get back into is the push-ups. I think it's going to build my endurance back up. Will layout ever? Did you mean will you ever? I don't know. Just not at this time. I suppose if a doctor says I need to. I've never even had it tested. So, I'm not going to say no. I just haven't. Jacob, it ain't about me. Yeah, it's about you. It's about you lifting 5 pounds more every year. Don't ever compare yourself to another lifter. We're all different. We all have different genetics. We have different body weights. We have different heights, different arms. You come in the gym for yourself. You come in to make a better version of yourself. I don't know. I don't want to say no, and then, 2 years later, I go get tested. I'll just say, not at this time. No one has suggested to do it. I mean, is it what it was when I was in my 20s? No, it couldn't be. But we were at a trading post in Utica, and I met one of my other subscribers who was on it. And you could tell. He was honest about it. If you're honest about it, I'm fine. Right. Never compare yourself to other people. Try to be a better version of yourself over a year's period of time. That year don't necessarily need to be January to January. It can be March to March. It can be October to October. Set easy, attainable goals and give yourself more than enough time to do it. And don't think that you can't do something because of your age, your height, your weight, your physique. Time and pressure. Time and pressure takes a piece of coal, makes it a diamond. So we're all trying to make ourselves a diamond. And, be the best you. So anytime somebody sits there and ridicules somebody else, to me, that person, I don't even want to talk to. Because obviously that person either has some issue with themselves, and they could be the perfect form bodybuilder. And if they're making fun of somebody else's in the gym, I got zero respect for you. If you are in that great a shape, you should be offering help if they ask for it. If they ask for it, trust me, that's a key word, because you should be there to support. You shouldn't be there to sit there and ridicule anything. When people are ridiculing people, they're really reflecting on something about themselves that they're unhappy about. And that's why they're ridiculing somebody else, is because somewhere in their life, they're unhappy. And everybody probably has that to a degree, unhappy about something. But the way to fix it is not to ridicule and try to bring somebody else down. The way to fix it is to research, to go out there and try to learn how to make yourself better. That's how you do it. That's how a man does it. All right, a child lashes out. A child ridicules. A child teases. A man, an adult man, sits there and looks for solutions. An adult man is supportive. A masculine man is supportive. There's no such thing as toxic. A masculine man is supportive of others, supportive of his partner, and supportive of yourself. And you look for ways to better each other and not sit there and try to tear somebody down. People are giving me advice all the time. I always consider it. I've been around a long time. I don't claim to know everything. And sometimes you know something and you kind of forget it. And then somebody will sit there and remind you, and then you'll be like, oh, wow. Damn, man, I used to remember that. I used to do that. I need to get back into that. Thanks for the help. And that advice can come from any age group. So, and when you're dealing with things of a personal nature and that, how people respond to that is going to tell you a lot about that person. And a lot of times you're not going to be surprised. You're really not. But the thing of it is you don't dwell on that individual or individual's issues, and that you still keep the course. And sometimes they still say something correct, even though that's what you were saying, just get in and lift weights. That was the correct thing. That's pretty much saying, stay the course. He said, well, just go in there and lift weights. You're right. Lifting weights. Because that was a good idea. So those are the things that you have to try to, when you have a creator sitting there calling you out by name on his video, trying to ridicule a young man, that's no respect for the creator. None. It's like, you got to be kidding me. So, oh man. There's few things I can take, but then there are some that I don't. Thank you, Jacob. And you can pretty much just have him go away. There we go. Anytime now, you're gone. So we figure we know who we have back in things. And that's a shame. I mean, I find life more exciting than that. Other people don't. But each to his own. There are worse people out there. I've seen some of them on your channel. Hey, how we doing? I don't know. Is he? You can get anything you want. Always remember, put your weights up. I did. I actually went on your thing on yesterday. You did. I gave you a thumbs up because you only had 89 thumbs up with 1,500 views. That ratio seemed kind of off, so I tried to help you out. Battery saver is on. That's telling me we're going to have to close this up here pretty quick. All righty. Heading to London. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping in, Batman. You guys have a very, very good week. It's Tuesday. I had to think about it because I worked the weekend. That's kind of throwing my days off. That's another beautiful day. Sunny, warm. Going to enjoy them while I can. Next stop is the old grocery store. Buy some more healthy food. And then probably just relax at the house and make some lunch. So everybody, you all have a good time, even those at the maturity level of a 12-year-old. And remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, have fun, ignore the trolls. I did. That was a long time ago, Vince. I put a comment on that, pretty sure. Looked like a pretty good press. Everybody have a good day. I did. I gave you an opinion on it.